Hey, Timmy Gibson here for a thought for you, a relationship tip. I was in a kind of a casual conversation at a cocktail bar with a group of people, and one of the guys said, "So how do you get good at sex, or how do you become, uh, you know, good at sex?" And I thought, what a great question. And I said, I don't know. Uh, but in reality, and I don't say this as like, hey, I'm an expert when it comes to being good at sex, but I think it's pretty easy to be good at sex. And I would say it's simple, it's one word: listen. I mean, really, I think it kind of boils down to being able to listen. It's not the size of your member. Um, I mean, okay, can we be honest here for a second, right? If it's too small, that's not good. If it's too big, that's not good. As long as you have a normal size member, even if it's slightly smaller than average or slightly bigger than average, whatever, I don't think those things are as important to most women. But I'm talking to not just guys, but also women. Women can be terrible at sex too. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sure you've had many sexual experiences, with at least a couple people. And yeah, there's a difference. And what is the difference? Well, one, clearly, if you have a really great connection with someone and you really love someone, the intimacy, the sex is usually pretty beautiful and wonderful, and you can continue to work on it to make it better and better. But really, how do you get good at sex? Listen, and talk, ask questions, clarify. Do you like this? You like this? You like that? You like, like, what do you like? And not, don't be afraid to experiment and try new things, try new positions. Just don't be afraid of those things. And to the guys, I would say this: it's easy to be good at sex. Put your partner, I'm talking about heterosexual sex here. So as a guy, right, with a woman, just make sure that you put her first, meaning make sure that anytime that there's a sexual connection, or you're having sex, make sure that you please her, bring her to orgasm first. And if for some reason you orgasm first, fine. Just make sure to then put all of your attention on making her orgasm. I think it's a good rule to live by, that anytime you orgasm, they need to orgasm. Now, there are exceptions to that rule when we do what we call quickies. It's like a little quickie. Fine, right? It's a quickie. Sometimes it can take longer for you to get your female partner to orgasm, whereas, for us guys, if we're amped up enough, I mean, it can be in 60 seconds or less, and we're, bam, right? We're there. We're off to the races. Okay, but it doesn't always work that way for women. Some women, yes, but not all women, and especially penetrative sex doesn't always bring a woman to orgasm. Sometimes it can. Again, women are different, just like guys are different. But just make sure that you're taking time. So let's put it this way: if you do a quickie in the morning before work or whatever, she does you a solid, because you're all amped up and, whatever. Then when you get home, get after it, man. I mean, and even if you're like, well, I orgasmed this morning, I'm satiated, I'm full for right now. That doesn't matter. You take care of her, right? You say, well, yeah, but if I'm not into it, it does. You have other things that you can do to bring her to orgasm, and things that would probably be way quicker than any kind of penetrative sex, right? So brush your teeth, get after it, right? Anyway, how do you get good at sex? Well, you talk to your partner, You express what feels good, what doesn't feel good. You ask them what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Use all the things, to engage in sex. Do all the things. But the biggest thing is listen to your partner. Try new things. Be open, right? Don't be lame. Don't be lame. Be open-minded. I don't like doing that. Well, come on, right? You want your partner to be open to the things that you want to do. You should be open to things that your partner wants to do. Now, within reason, right? I'm not talking about let's bring Fido in here, right? Hello. I'm talking about normal again. I'm talking to heterosexuals here. Heterosexual relationships, right? With each other. I think come on. I think we can figure this out, right? We can figure this out. Just don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be insecure. Get after it. Peace.